What's up invaders, Eli here with a new vid. So today I'll be updating you guys on my naturalistic tank setup, and can I tell you, it was not worth the wait. But stick around because I have some really cool colonies to show you. So pretty much almost 3 weeks ago, I made a naturalistic setup in an aquarium. It was very basic, not much other than soil and sand. A couple of big changes were that obviously I had to plant some succulents in there. These are actually known as mother of millions, and of course, like the name suggests, there were so many, so I just pulled them out of the ground with the roots and replanted them in my tank. I also found some other random plant, which I don't actually know what it is, but it looks cool, which is probably why I decided to add it. When I first moved the colony of Bicknelli, wait, hold on, sorry, I've actually discovered that these weren't Bicknelli, but instead Orchha tellus. And how do I know this? Because Nick at Ants Australia sent me a colony, and they are exactly the same, so sorry about that guys. And so this colony of Orchha tellus almost instantly moved in under a rock towards the back of the aquarium. The colony was fine and chilled there for a couple of days, and then they moved between some of the roots closer to the front, which was great. I ended up taking out the huge stone to provide them some more foraging space, as they weren't too keen on walking up this huge boulder. At the moment, this colony is pretty lame, rarely coming out to forage and ignoring most food. I'll see how these girls go, and if we should add more species, or ditch this idea until we have big enough colonies. I noticed that there was actually a few techno-myrmex workers in the tank. Maybe they fell in, or maybe they were transported along with the succulents. They didn't pose any real threat to my ants, so I couldn't care less, and I released the wild workers back to where they belong. I water the plants once every 2 days, but a bit more if the weather is warmer, especially as we are moving into summer here in Australia, and trust me, it is very hot. This Vivarium update may not be very interesting. I might not have some slimy ant-eating snake, but it's the truth, and the very harsh truth. This colony right now, living there, is very lame, to say the least. Okay, so now I'll be showing you guys something way cooler. Actually, a couple things way cooler. To kick things off, I'd like to show you my huge colony of Orchha tellus that was sent to me from Nick over at Ants Australia. These girls literally strayed a cricket, if not more, a day, and they won't back down to some sugary substances such as honey or some protein jelly, which was also supplied to me from Ants Australia. Although it's still in testing, so this might not end up being a legit thing in the future, but if it goes well, then boom, it is. At the moment, I'd say there is about 75 to 100 workers and a crazy amount of brood, courtesy of the 3 queens, boy. I don't expect this colony to slow down, maybe slightly in winter, but by then there will be hundreds of workers. Nick has warned me that when crushed, they smell. But so far I haven't smelt anything yet. Now here is a queen worth remembering. The infamous Myrmex purpuris, or much more commonly known as the meat ant. As you can see, she currently has 3 pupae with workers soon to arrive, which is great. This species of ant grows insanely fast. They are about the size of campos and can easily grow bigger. Yet the time from egg to worker is significantly faster. I'm thinking of moving this queen and her workers into the largest Ants Australia crowed nest I have, and wait until they outgrow that to see what happens next. This is probably my favourite colony of ants I have ever kept, the little but aggressive Fidoli. This colony again was sent to me from Nick at Ants Australia, so big thanks to him. I've linked their website in the description below, so go check them out. Right now, the Fidoli have actually started moving into a pile of dirt in the corner of the tank. I'll see how they go. Originally, I didn't want a naturalistic setup. Instead, I simply wanted a test tube as their nest, but I'll see how things pan out, and if I don't like the naturalistic way, then I won't hydrate the soil, and they will move back to the test tube. This colony is really cool. So far, they've got 3 majors, and lots of major brood. It's really great and entertaining to watch the majors cut up the mealworm, while workers crawl in like an air vent to scavenge for food. The most striking thing about Fidoli is their sheer size. These girls are literally tiny, only a few millimeters in length, which is why they grow at an alarming rate. I'd like to say thank you, Nick. Seriously, these colonies have blown me away. I can't thank you enough for these, and yeah, just thanks so much, man. If you guys remember Antmate, which is now Ants Australia Community, only 2 months ago we started chatting, and I gave him a couple of shoutouts. Right now, he's at around 950 subscribers, needing only around 50 to be pushed over the line. So it'd be my honor to ask you guys to head over to his channel and subscribe and get him to 1K. We also have a sick ant keeping and enthusiast Facebook group, so go join that. I've left the link in the description. And of course, I can't thank the boys over at Ants Australia enough for all these colonies. So expect some updates from me, and that being said, Ant Invasion out.